Hey, it's Josh with Million Dollar Restaurant, and today I want to start with a question. Are you working in your business or on it? And the easiest way to figure that out is to look at the things you're doing every single day. Are you making today better or are you making tomorrow better? The way I differentiate it in my own mind is that working on your business is an investment that you're making today to benefit the business tomorrow, while covering for the dishwasher or doing the schedule is working in your business. We know that we need to get stuff off our plate and that delegation is the key. But I see three big mistakes restaurant owners and operators making when it comes to delegation. The first is that they're delegating too much and too quickly. Second is that they're telling instead of showing people what they need. And third, they're delegating tasks instead of responsibilities. The purpose of today's workshop is to give you a roadmap that you can use to delegate so that you can begin to work on your business instead of being trapped in it. Because the truth is, you didn't take the entrepreneurial leap to buy yourself a job. So let's start by talking about how this normally goes. I've been there myself. I'd get frustrated with a task, or my level of overwhelm would reach a breaking point, so I begin to push stuff off my plate. I turn to the floor manager or the lead bartender and tell them they'll be doing the schedule from now on and to send it to me for approval before sending it out. I take an hour to jot down the steps involved in creating it. And then the next week, they'd present it to me, and I'd have to go back in and fix most of it. And the next week, the same thing happens. And ultimately, I would just decide that the only way to get it done right was to do it myself. And I'd assume the task again, being frustrated, but yet somehow validated that I am, in fact, a genius, and I am the only one that can get this right. But I'm not. And this isn't a person issue, this is a process issue. And we can fix this process simply by using the Delegate to Elevate strategy. And here are the four keys to getting it right. The first key is to decide what to delegate. I've actually created a free tool for knocking this out. It's located in the guide section of the Million Dollar Restaurant Facebook group. And if you don't have the worksheet, here's what you're going to do. Think about every task you do on a monthly basis and categorize it into one of the following four categories. Don't like doing it and not good at doing it. Don't like doing it and good at doing it. Like doing it and good at doing it. Love doing it and great at doing it. The second key is to focus all of your attention on delegating everything in that first category. Don't like doing it and not good at doing it. Prioritize everything in this list based on level of importance, and we'll tackle the delegation of each one of these tasks one by one until that list is empty. And once we've accomplished that, we'll begin to turn our attention to delegating everything in the next list. Don't like doing, but good at doing category. The third key deals with how to delegate. Here are the three rules I live by. First, show, don't tell. Using apps like Loom that record your screen and your voice at the same time give you the ability to show what you're doing while explaining why you're doing it. And if the task doesn't involve using a computer, then just pull out your phone and record a video of yourself completing the task. In my experience, the failure to delegate a task effectively has more to do with a lack of understanding on their part than it does with straight non-compliance. Second, delegate the responsibility, not the task. If you delegate the creation of the schedule, you're delegating a task. But if you delegate labor management, you're delegating responsibility. Then they're responsible for the schedule, ensuring 100% coverage, working around callouts and no-shows, and guaranteeing we're hitting an ideal labor margin. Delegating the responsibility not only gives your employee the tools they need to complete the task, but it also empowers them to improve that process. And third, clearly explain what success looks like. In doing so, you'll eliminate any fear or apprehension around whether they think they're doing a good job or not. So instead of delegating the schedule, you'd say something like this. Steve, you're in charge of labor from now on. Use the schedule and any other tools you need to ensure 100% coverage at a 30% margin. You'll get what you want, and they'll get what they need. The fourth and final key to the delegate and elevate strategy is to get the F out the way. You've hired the right people. You're using the right process. Trust that and get out of the way. They're going to make mistakes, and you'll give them the tools they need to fix those mistakes on their own. Delegation is about empowerment. Making them better makes your whole organization better. So start slow and work to improve your process over time. Work to delegate one thing every month until you've delegated away everything on your list except for the things you love doing and you're great at doing. Let's make your restaurant work for you and not the other way around. And if you want to talk about this or discuss other strategies to make more money, market your restaurant, or become a better leader, don't hesitate to reach out using the info below. As always, I'm at your service.